Alrighty, I see a black screen, so we're good. Right? It is live. Hello everyone, this is Dion Sol. I hope everyone is doing well. And as you see before you, we're sitting in the cockpit here in the Bonanza G36. And what we are doing is just doing a flight to Modesto, California, USA. And the reason why we're doing this flight to Modesto, California, USA is because I'm playing around with this program called Volanta, I guess you could say. And it's just a program that allows you to record your flights. Basically, it's just a glorified logbook. Is what it is, and then it gives you a map on where everything is and whatnot, and which is kind of cool. And you kind of know where you are. There's other programs out there that do the same thing, so I just thought this is just another one, and I just thought I would give it a shot here. And so without further ado here, create highlight video. Oh, okay. And I'm sitting there also looking at the live stream as well. So multifunctioning here, multitasking. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and take off here on this live stream here on Dion's Opinion Live. And let's go ahead and go to Modesto, California, and just enjoy the flight. Just kind of wrap both forth back and on here. But we need to go ahead and let ATC know that we're ready to take off here. So I need to talk to Tower. Mr. Tower.
Fox Tower Beechcraft November 502 Delta Mike ready for departure to the north at runway 6.
Beechcraft November 502 Delta Mike cleared for takeoff runway 6 departure to the north approved.
Okay. Now that's disheartening because it says no data now. They're recording but it says no data. That is weird. Well, hopefully you guys can still see this, because it shows that everything's fine. Okay, I need to acknowledge. Okay, fine. Now it says excellent. Weird. Okay, so they're all happy, as I'm trying to do multifunctioning tasks things. Everything's fine, everything looks good, everything is sexy. Let's go ahead and make this thing happen here. All lights on, everything is good. Flaps 1, which is takeoff flaps. And let's go ahead and warp speed. I'll say warp speed once I get lined up. Okay, there we go. Now warp speed. Let's hit it. All the sounds going, everything is looking good. I don't know why it says people and blogs as category. That's strange. Aviation, but okay, fine, I'll deal with that later. I wonder if I can fix that. Let's fix that. Public, yes. Category and people.
Beechcraft 2 Delta Mike continue for north departure. I will contact you next when you leave my airspace.
Okay, so then she's going to talk to me as I'm sitting here doing my thing.
November 502 Delta Mike continue for north departure.
Alright. So we are on our way. Frame rate's looking good. We'll get rid of the flaps. We'll go ahead and get the gear up here and let's get some speed. And we'll line ourselves up with the magenta line and we'll just let it go. I'm 8,500 feet. Really, I should increase that to 10,000. So then that way I won't have to worry about any airspaces. So let's do that. Because usually airspace, about 10,500 feet is usually the normal that I've run across. I'm sure there's others, like you go into military operations area, sometimes it's all the way up to unlimited, where it's just like below a certain altitude, but then on the high side it's all the way, it's just forever. So we'll go ahead and continue. Spin around here. click on the heading here in just a second.
Beechcraft 2 Delta, Mike, you are leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
Okay, so she's happy. Lights
Fox
are
Tower,
off.
Beechcraft November 502 Delta Mike frequency change.
Okay, and then we'll just monitor Joshua approach, but we won't actually talk to anybody. As we are continuing to climb, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit 112. We'll go ahead and hit, whoops, I wanted that on. That, and then we will hit that, and then autopilot on. And then now it's going to basically hands off now. Now it's computer's doing all the dirty work. There we are in our Beach Bonanza. Cool airplane. Cool airplane. I like it. Well, I like it because it's a turbo mod. I can do over 200 knots indicate, or 200 knots over the ground. That's why I like it, because it's fast. The stock Microsoft Flight Simulator Beach Bonanza, no, I'm not interested. With the turbo, I am. I like it. And as you can see, we're flying over Lancaster, California, USA. We're using the default. We're using the default weather. You know, in other words, X-Plane or Microsoft Flight Simulator, not X-Plane. Microsoft Flight Simulator default weather. Letting it control what weather is, and because of the route of flight, I'm expecting those sharp protrusions coming out of the ground, which is most unfortunate. That breaks the immersion factor of Microsoft Flight Simulator. But I believe they are aware of the problem and they will fix it. Down here in Southern California, or in this part, you know, Lancaster, Palmdale South, I haven't run into any of those protrusions, but when I get up in here into the mountains and stuff, and in the Central Valley, San Joaquin Valley, I start to have those protrusions. And we'll kind of jump over here to Valenta, and Valenta, you can see how I came up and got off the ground here, and as we're climbing, we're going to get, like I say, up to 10,500 feet. And we'll just let it go. It does not snap to the airplane, at least, or I haven't figured out how to do that. You can right click, you should be able to right, I would right click on the airplane or right click over here and just tell it, you know, snap to my airplane, please. Oh, there it is right there. Okay, well, I just learned something. See, that's one nice thing about aviation. Always learn something. But so it's off. And then if you click on it, now it's on, so I'm assuming, yep, there it is. Now it's starting to move. Okay, cool. And you can hide the stats, or you can show the stats. Very nice. So it does follow. So, you know, that's cool. So now it's going to follow, now this right here, you can't take this and move it, but now it's going to stay with. Very nice. All right. Get back in here into the cockpit here. But like I said, I wish you could take all the VATSIM coverage and everything else and just put it into the sim, but instead you have to download the client and you got to do all kinds of hoops and whatnot. That I just want to have the people in there. I don't necessarily want to talk to ATC that much, you know. If I want to, I want to. If I don't, I don't. You know, that kind of thing. I like that, Frito. So we are currently coming up to top of climb here. You can see right now we're almost there. So now I'm going to pull back, come over here, and well, first off, I need to switch my tanks. So I need to go to right tank now, because you can see in the center of your screen, roughly there, the fuel capacity. I've got the left tank has got a little bit more than the right tank does. But anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to pull back on our mixture and get our mixture set the way I want it. Okay, so right there, I want to be right about there, about 19.6 or so. And then I'm going to pull back my RPM back down to 2600 RPM. And we'll do a little bit more adjustment. So right around 18.1. And that's going to get our speed to where we are rocking. We're doing 203 knots. So we are flying. That's what I like about this turbo. This turbo version. Taking some serious booty here. So we are rocking and rolling. Now it's just kind of stream is healthy, no data. That means that's weird. I did have a few moments there, and then it came back on my streams. I can go over here and actually title this, and this would be. I can go ahead and do my maintenance. FS Excursions, and this is going to be KWJF to KMOD, and we're going to say this is live stream 002. And then the description, I guess I need to cut and paste from the previous one. Raw flight. Raw flight. Now what else to say? What do you guys want me to say? Raw flight. There you go. I guess I'll come up with it then. What's a thumbnail? No, we're not doing thumbnails. We'll do the thumbnail after it processes, I guess. Is this a paid promotional thing? No. We gotta do tags. We're gonna do hashtag Beechcraft. And then we're going to hashtag Microsoft Flight Simulator. And I did that wrong. Microsoft Flight Simulator. Everything is fine. You know what, let's go ahead and give you guys something else to look at while I'm over here and look over here. Yep, see they're back. You can see way out there in the distance the protrusions coming out of the ground again. I don't know why it does it, but it does. Microsoft, okay, Beechcraft, Microsoft Flight Simulator, Microsoft, what's the other ones we usually use? Thinking. That's all I can think of at the moment. And this is a gaming stream, so let's see. I consider it a gaming stream. No, this is not for kids because I might do a 4-letter word every now and then. My content is paid promotion. Yeah, it's sponsored by me because nobody else wants to give me any money. Give me your money, damn it. Title and description language. What is that? Something new. I'll say English. Okay. Oh, closed captioning stuff. That's what that is. Okay, okay. Gaming. Oh, there you go. There you go, Microsoft Flight Simulator. That's interesting. It's not giving me Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. That is strange. To associate this thing, it's not giving me Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 anymore. Weird. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to put it in manually. To hell with them. They can kiss off. Either my way or the highway. That's the way I look at it. Hey. It just says Microsoft Flight Simulator. It doesn't give it 2020 or anything. That's weird. Well, okay. So I got all the data there. Now we're just going to sit here and just stream away. Add stream marker. Oh, I bet you I could have added that mark once I got top of climb. I could have put that marker in there. So once we get to, I can't do it now because it's too late. We're already beyond it. So then what I will do is I'll wait until, well, that's a lot of labor. I mean, a lot of work. You actually probably wouldn't have somebody else, you know, monitoring the flight because you're sitting there flying the airplane. You know, you don't have time for that crap. Ain't got time for that. And we need to switch over to Bakersfield Approach. Keep our peepers peeled. Bakersfield Approach, November 502 Delta Mike is transitioning through your airspace at 10,500 feet. Now we're back to Los Angeles Center. Well, I guess I could do a flight following just to keep it entertaining.
Los Angeles Center Beechcraft, November 502 Delta Mike is type Beechcraft to be 36.5 miles northeast of 6 Charlie Alpha 7. Request flight following.
Beechcraft, November 502 Delta Mike, Los Angeles Center. Squawk 6774.
Uh-oh, gotta go squawk 6774. Over here, transponder code 6774.
Beechcraft 2 Delta Mike, please acknowledge.
And I did.
Beechcraft 2 Delta Mike,
There you go.
radar contact 6 miles north of 6 Charlie Alpha, 710,500 feet. Altimeter tree, 0.1 tree.
Oh. Okay.
Copy Beechcraft 2 Delta Mike.
Now, gotta put my altimeter setting in there.
Beechcraft 2 Delta Mike, contact Bakersfield.
see that I can go over here and say, okay, fine. 26. And then 45. Flip frequencies, and then I click on the
Bakersfield approach Beechcraft November
There you go.
502 Delta Mike 10,500 feet.
Beechcraft November 502 Delta Mike Bakersfield approach.
That's a lot of work.
Continue to Echo Hotel Foxtrot as planned. Altimeter tree 0.14.
okay. So now,
Beechcraft 2
you
Delta
know, it's
Mike
gonna
contact Los
that's one thing I
Angeles
don't
Center,
like about
112
this, because it just keeps on constantly changing
Going to
ATC,
127.1
which
Beechcraft.
in certain areas, in certain situations, yeah, you'll have that, but a lot of times you don't. So I just give up on trying to play the game.
Los Angeles Center Beechcraft November 502
And I see I got somebody in the house, so a big howdy howdy. As I'm sitting here just doing a random stream, just screwing off, just because I can.
Continue to Echo Hotel Foxtrot as planned. Altimeter tree 0.27.
Dang, 2.7, boy, that just jumped. 2.7, so that means it's got to go over here and then add 2.7 into my altimeter setting.
Beechcraft 2 Delta Mike contact Bakersfield approach on 126.
Okay, we're here and then we're gone. Right to my thing here.
126.45 Beechcraft 2 Delta Mike.
And we got that taken care of, so now we can look over here and you can see those protrusions coming out of the ground like I was talking about earlier.
Bakersfield approach Beechcraft November 502
There's Mr.
Delta
Bug
Mike
Eater.
10,500 feet.
Beechcraft November 502 Delta Mike Bakersfield approach. Continue to Echo Hotel Foxtrot as planned. Altimeter tree 0.27.
Yeah. I gotta make it entertaining.
Beechcraft 2 Delta Mike contact
See how it just keeps on jumping?
on 127.1.
That's where it gets stupid. Like, hey, you know, you just...
Going to 127.1 Beechcraft 2 Delta Mike.
I guess be flipping back and forth for a while. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go boop, and then now we're not talking to ATC. And so we are rocking and rolling here. It says excellent connection. Well, that's good. Yeah, I had problems, like I said, setting everything up earlier. I was having all kinds of drama. But I got it all worked out. All seems to be fine now. And oh, there they are. The protrusions coming out of the ground over there. I don't know if it's just my system or if other people are experiencing the same problem. I don't know. Yeah, those stupid ATC is gets ridiculous. It does. It's so much that it defeats the purpose of it in the first place. You know, the immersion factor goes down because it's talking too much. I'm supposed to be doing all the talking because I'm doing the live streaming, so that's expected. But for the ATC, they're supposed to just leave you alone. Especially when you don't have any airplanes around you. And there we go. We got another protrusion coming out of the ground off in the distance over there. Like I say again, I don't know if it's just my sim's doing that or if people are having problems, because it just, that kills it right there. Like I said, I'm just doing VOR to VOR navigation. Yeah, I was flight following. What I should do is I should go into flight following, go ahead and talk to them, and then I'll just tell them to cancel flight following.
Beechcraft November 502 Delta Mike Bakersfield
Okay, then I'll cancel the flight following, and it's going to go away.
Approach Beechcraft 2 Delta Mike, cancel flight following.
There you go.
Beechcraft 2 Delta, Mike Bakersfield approach, cancellation received. Squawk 1200. Frequency change approved.
Okay. So I'll just monitor the frequency. I just won't talk to anybody. There we go. But nothing really going on here. Just kind of tootling. Yeah, because like I said at the start of the video, as I was having issues with the sim, and so then I ended up having to reinstall my add-ons. Now everything seems to be fine. And what it was is I used the Vortex, the native Vortex order for your sim or for your plugins that Vortex does, which is a program with that I get from Nexus Mods, and I told it to, you know, let's move this down here, let's move this up here in the load order, and then when I did that, excuse me as I'm burping, it failed. Now it just got really, really quiet because Mr. Bug Eater 64 came in the house, I believe, and there he is. I don't hear him. There he is. Now I hear him. So anyway, are you doing well?
Yeah, the stream's looking good.
Good, good. Very good.
Yeah, I did 2 flights this morning. Did my check ride
Very
for
nice.
my A320.
Uh-huh.
And then closed one base and opened a base at Miami International because it's got longer runways.
Very good. Very good. Gives me the option here. I'm going through these options here, trying to learn this studio, you know, what do you call this? YouTube studio. And it gives you an option to unlist once the streaming is done. So I guess you can unlist it and then you do your editing. But I noticed that, which I noticed earlier a few minutes ago, that once you, if you go and you edit your video and then it re-uploads, now you got 2 copies of the same thing, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, I guess you just have to delete the one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah, it's kind of cool. I wish I could take this live stream and then put it into, but they don't support it, and that would be, you know, into Minds and other platforms, just for visibility purposes. Exposure. Here's a picture of guy wearing looks like 4 masks covering entire face. That's funny.
Now, about the, you know, the spires rising out of the ground
Yes.
in the sim, I have not noticed that in the area I've flown, but I haven't been flying in California.
Yeah,
I'm flying in the Florida area, so that may be a big difference.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, I have seen that before in some of my flights early on in the sim, but not lately. So
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, because it's, for some reason it's out here in the San Joaquin Valley, and in parts on the, you know, on the Eastern Sierra, anywhere where there's a lot of mountains and stuff, a lot of already protrusions coming out of the ground. That's where I've been noticing. Because down in San Diego, of course, there's protrusions coming out of the ground down in San Diego. When I flew my little flight, my little raw flight yesterday, I didn't have any problems. I didn't notice any protrusions coming out of the ground. And in LA proper.
Yeah, when I flew my the Grumman Goose from KWJF out to Catalina Island,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see any of it. So, like I say, it might be something in the San Joaquin Valley. I don't know.
Yeah, San Joaquin Valley North. I probably what I had to do is I had to fly, out of that and fly like towards northwest, up in the great northwest, and then see if it has attitude. But yeah. But yeah, this little program, this, like I was telling you yesterday, this Valenta, it's like, yeah, it's cool and all, but it's not something you have to have. It's like a big deal.
Yeah, right.
It's just like, it's cool and all. It gives you the map. It tells you where you are, and it tells me where I'm in relation to everything, and it gives me lists of all the on the other networks, on what's on the other networks, but it doesn't import those flyers into the sim. That would be cool. Then that way, at least you'd have population, because NPCs are annoying. I don't really want NPCs. I'd rather have just regular human pilots in there. And then if I don't want to have, talking to a VAT sim controller, I can just go fly, but still have those peeps in there. That'd be convenient.
Yeah, the one important thing that mods like this show is, on a positive note, is that it shows how hard the third party arena is working to improve the Microsoft simulation.
It's going. You're absolutely right. I totally agree. It's amped up mode with Microsoft. With X-Plane yesterday, like I said in my video yesterday, is I tried to fly the 737-200 because I wanted to fly it because I haven't flown it in a long time.
Yeah, it's a great old airplane. Yeah.
And I just wanted to fly it, and I just want to have some fun. But it wouldn't, the autopilot would not stay stable. It just kept on dancing around the magenta line, just kind of sweeping back and forth as I'm following the magenta line. It would go too far this way, then it would have to go back that way, and it would just oscillate back and forth, not up and down, just, left and right. And so I just gave up on it and said, you know what, I'm done. I'm just done with that, and X-Plane the more I go back to it, the more I find faults, and it's just kind of like it's sad, just kind of like I'm still a homer for X-Plane.
Yeah, I mean it's right, and the only reason, to be honest, that I'm still flying in it is because of the aircraft I have in the hangar.
Yep.
There's some very special aircraft that I enjoy flying, and so until somebody gets on board with Microsoft and ports them over or builds a new one.
Right.
Yeah.
I know there was that's the biggest problem that Microsoft has right now, is just that they just got to get their SDK dialed in, and then once they get it dialed in, then you're going to see a flood of airplanes, and that's fine because I have my money. I'm willing to I'm willing to buy the airplanes. Like I said, the 737-200, somebody comes out with a study level 737-200 with Microsoft Flight Simulator, I'll be all over that. If they come up with the Falcon 50 or the Falcon 7 or whatever the latest one is from what's that company? Oh crap, I forgot it. Forgot the name of the company that made the Falcon 50. Anyway, with that one, once they come up with that, then my wallet's out. I've got no problem if it's study level. I want study level aircraft. I want it as not necessarily hard.
Yeah,
as
the one
possible.
I'm really waiting for. Yeah, the one I'm really waiting for is my PMDG DC-6.
Yep.
They said it's coming. It might take 2 years, but by golly, I want my old bird back.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. That would be excellent. And those are the jets. Now, as far as the VFR aircraft, I mean, there's there's a lot of aircraft out there. I like, okay, here's my, shut up and take my money. I got all kinds of aircraft out there that would just fit right, especially water aircraft. I mean, they're the water aircraft, and then they upgrade their water physics and everything. If Microsoft would get on that.
That's the real big thing right now is they've got to fix their water physics.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when I landed the Goose, I mean, there was absolutely no, other than the bump when I touched it.
Yeah, it's like
there was absolutely zero indication that I was on the water.
Right. It's kind of like you're landing on like you're landing on the land, and you're on water. That kind of thing.
Yeah, but there's no splash. There's nothing.
Yeah.
It's like yesterday when you were trying to do the skiing.
Yeah.
And there was. Yeah, I was surprised you only crashed the once.
Yeah, it was. Well, what it was it was the transition between water and the land.
Water and land, yeah.
And if it didn't have that smooth transition, because I was expecting it to transition between water and land, and then I just pulled back, and it'd be kind of using that land as a ramp. That was my intention.
Right. Yeah.
But it didn't
black
do it.
Screen.
Yeah, I just went to black screen. So it's Microsoft's got some work to do there. Obviously. Now my sound got loud, which means I just lost my internet connection on the Gilded. I saw my screen go down. I saw my no data on the studio but now I've lost Gilded completely. That's weird. Gilded just said, "See ya." So, Bill, if you hear me in the stream, yeah, I'm going to say I lost Gilded. Maybe he'll... Waiting for it to come back. That is strange. I don't know why I lost Gilded there. But it happens. So I will shut it off and let's see if it'll load back up. Well, while we're waiting for Gilded, well, I not installed it, but I turned it off. I bet you if I go over here to Discord, which is the one I don't want to be on anymore, I bet you it'll just load right up, no problem. Of course. Yeah, it came right on, no problem. But Gilded just said, "See ya." And of course now, Bug Eater 64 has got to reconfigure so he can be able to communicate.
Okay.
Yeah, there you are. I hear you now.
Yep. I don't know what went on with Gilded, but you went bye-bye.
Yeah, it just said, "See ya." I ain't playing with you no more. I don't want to be on stinking Discord.
Frankly, I don't have a problem with Discord. I haven't noticed anything.
Yeah, it's... Like I said, it's the issues, the political issues and overtones that they have is why I it's from a not a fact it's crap. It's a what do you call it? Principle, a principle point of view. That's what it is.
Nozzle.
That's like if I was able to stream on a platform that's like I heard that that Odyssey is going to offer streaming, and if that becomes a reality, I'll be all over that because it's a third party. You know, it's an alternate tech, and I got no problem. You know, maybe I'll just do the what do you call was it Restream? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, I use Restream
Yeah.
for when I'm in VR.
Yeah. Use Restream, and then I can just have it on multiple streams. But from a principle point of view, yeah, I want to. I don't use, you know, Twitch, and don't use, you know, a lot of these other ones anymore. To hell with them. Well, nothing going on here other than just crunching on my little cookie here. Real
Did
excited.
you bring enough for the whole
I got-
everybody on the flight?
I've got one. I got one extra one right here for you. You just got to fly to California to get it. I'll see if I can give you a virtual cookie. See, cookie. No.
All right, so how many miles to the airport?
Oh, there's a cookie. Okay, there you go.
Oh boy, yummy, yummy.
There you go. It's in the chat now. Let me look. Time just says 34 more minutes to the next waypoint. So I got about another hour. Got another hour. You'd think with all this flatness it would be, but there's nothing to see here. But it's the San Joaquin Valley, just all agriculture.
Yeah.
And this is where I'd pause the stream, and then come back when I'm almost to land. But I know it doesn't work that way. But that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's nothing to do here other than just kind of wait until you get to the neighborhood to land. I can't add any audio or anything like that because then I get nailed for copyright. Making a turn. Yay, we're making a turn.
Oh boy.
A widow turn.
Ooh, exciting. Something new and different.
Yeah. See, we're already 46 minutes into this stream.
Yeah.
Previously on Family Matters. I've been getting into 3D printing.
He's been getting into 3D printing. Oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, over here on Rumble, I got 4 videos monetized, and out of the 4 videos, I have made 1 whole penny.
Yeah, you were saying that the other day. I am so impressed.
Yeah, check this out. 1 whole penny. Rumble earnings, 1 penny. Other than that, that's it. That is it. If they want me to promote my videos, then they want me to sacrifice more of my I'm sitting there trying to get to my content. But yeah, these 4 videos right here, 106, 51, 64, and 20. But this one right here, the 106 is the one that they actually got the 1 penny off of. All the other ones, nobody cares. Nobody cares about flight simulation other than us. That's fine, whatever. Only a handful of people like it. They just don't appreciate. Just a long way up here from Southern California.
Well, yeah, especially in a single engine aircraft.
I'd like for somebody to be able to take the Beechcraft Baron G58 and then modify it, put basically the specs of this engine that this mod, this 3.0 mod did into, and I just noticed that I got my flaps open there. Close those flaps up. Anyway, you know, put the twin engine in, and I'd be flying the crap out of that. But, and I would do it myself if I knew how, but I don't. I don't know what they did to be able to modify this. But that would be cool. You know, have 2 turbocharged engines, so, you know, if you get about 250 knots or so over the ground with it. I can do 241 if I'm at 17,000 feet with a nice, good, healthy tailwind. I can get 240 knots out of this thing or so. But, and that's with a single engine. And if you had a twin engine, probably about the same, I would guess, because I guess you get restricted on the body of the aircraft, I guess. You know, how the aircraft's designed. We'll go over here like this. This is where you're taking a nap.
Yeah, let the co-pilot run it.
Mm-hmm. Taking a nap and just kind of just kicking back, relax. And there's nobody in the air. Oh, I got no airplanes anywhere. See, like I said, I just want Microsoft Flight Simulator just to give me just the players only, and not NPCs. I don't want NPCs. Sorry about that. I had to cough.
Well, okay, this time.
Yeah, it says I have no drop frames on my stream according to OBS, so we're good there. I am streaming this at 60 frames a second, 1080p, and it says it's only using 2.0 on GPU or CPU usage, which is pretty cool. But like I said, I did that flight the other day off camera where I was flying along and all of a sudden I just lost my MFD, and I just had to do VOR to VOR navigation the rest of the way, and I was just like, you know, I had to be on my toes. It was pretty cool. It was good to be on my toes. GPS just makes it too easy.
Well, VOR is fine as long as you've got the charts and the frequencies.
Yep. Yep. And I did. You know, I was using my... actually, it's even better. I had Navigraph charts, and what it was doing, what it gave me to do as I was flying along on the incoming, and it would give me the heading, and on the outgoing, it would give me on the heading. So when I was transitioning between on the VOR between back course and to and from, I had that, and I would just switch over to temporarily. Well, it may not have been the correct way to do it, but what I did is I just switched over from the VOR. When I got up to it, I would switch over to the heading of what it said on my from indicator, and then I would put that in the heading bug, and then I would switch to heading mode, and then once it went through its transition, then I would just leave it on the, then I'd go switch back to the VOR with that new course, and that worked out pretty well. It wasn't exact because I was trying to follow the line on the chart, but it was in the neighborhood, so all was good. And then once I saw that the nav2 came into play, where I was able to put it on, I would switch back to heading mode, switch to nav2, and then set the course up, and then it would just follow it on in after it. So it was pretty neat little exercise. Bouncing from heading to VOR and then back to heading again and so on. We'll zoom in on this map here and see where we're at. We are middle of nowhere. That's where we are.
Well, goody.
Oh, we're northwest of Fresno. That's the latest. So northwest of Fresno. That means Fresno is over there. And it's all flat because we're so far away. Probably need to flip my fuel. Yeah, I need to flip my fuel. I forgot that. I got so used to the other airplanes that automatically feed all the fuel from both tanks. This one doesn't do that. So now I got a fuel imbalance. Wasn't paying attention. Well, we're slowly heading towards Chowchilla. Is the name of the place. Toodle, toodle, toodle. See, now I would cheat, get up, and go get myself something to eat. Come back later and maybe watch a movie or two. All those things you do as a real pilot in a little bitty airplane.
Oh yeah, step outside.
Yep.
Catch a little fresh air.
Yep. this definitely is where I would be adding my musical montage and everything else. Okay, let's see what these guys say. Probably going to be incorrect, but that's okay. No, so incorrect. It just said see ya. That's okay. Okay, it says Chowchilla is right over here. I guess without that's way out there in the distance. I wonder why Gilded flaked out on us. Let's see, or on me. Yeah, it totally flaked out. I can't even load it anymore. So it's something on my end. Weird.
Very strange.
Yeah, it just kicked it out completely. It's not even showing up on my task manager. So it just said, see you later, alligator.
My goodness. I haven't had anything like that happen.
That's the first time for me too, but hey, whatever. It happens, so I'll just... If I restart my computer, I'll probably get it right back. But obviously I'm not going to do that now, but... Hey, there's an airport right there. What airport is that? That is... Really? Oh, it's got to be Merced. Yeah, that's Merced Regional. KMCE. And I'm going to fly right over it, it looks like. Oh no, it could be 59 Ranch Airport, 35 CL. Because I think Merced is this one right here, which is where we're flying right over, or we'll be flying over. It's on my nose right now.
Yeah, my old stomping grounds.
Yeah. Toodle toodle. There you go. We got music in the background for 2 minutes and 50 seconds. Well, let's see how bad this one sounds like. Well, we're getting there. Almost there.
Slow but sure. And of course, bringing the flaps up, I'm sure did help increase speed.
Yes, always. Always. Matter of fact, I need to start thinking about descending now. Then contact the airport and see which direction they want me to be on. Oh, I don't want to touch down. I hit the wrong one.
02 Delta Mike is 5 miles southeast with India for touch and go. Beechcraft November 502 Delta Mike Modesto Tower. Fly straight in runway 28 right. Altimeter tree 0
Okay.
I don't want to do that. I want to acknowledge and then I'll tell them otherwise.
Runway 28 right Beechcraft 2 Delta Mike.
I want full stop landing instead.
Modesto Tower Beechcraft November 502 Delta Mike to land. Beechcraft November 502 Delta Mike Modesto Tower. Fly straight in runway 28 right. Altimeter tree 0.25 wind calm.
Acknowledge pattern.
Make straight in runway 28 right Beechcraft.
I can't do straight in because I'm too damn high. I should have been a little lower. I'll just do a circle. Oh, crash. Really? You're going to crash on me? It crashed on me. I don't know if you can hear me. It crashed on me.
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm just. Yep, there it went.
Bummer.
That
Crashed
totally sucks.
on me. Oh well, that takes care of the stream.
Okay. Bye bye, stream.